down to this tiebreaker, which everyone is afraid about. So the question now is, do they worry about this for a reason, or do we see a fail? We have the same approach again with the jump then played for Synchronic. It's really the two different styles of playing this strategy right now. And, well, they're starting off with a hero dive again, having then the queen diving for the tunnel compartment.
Yeah, Siege Barracks up to the top. Tassels he's finding there as he's sending the Root Riders across with that Grand Warden as the king goes off. And look at the jump spell where it barely just clips one wall or two just so that king goes directly into that compartment and not to the expo, because he wants to really path these Root Riders in towards the clan castle, passing around as the queen, she can then wall break with that wall breaker there and secure the town hall.
Yeah, really, again, this more strategic approach, I would say, with the jump, with the separate queen. Now there's the rage to rage up the queen and obviously the unicorn as well. You should be able to get that town hall, hopefully, especially with the queen ability. And time right now is just passing the 1 minute mark. The 60-second mark is now over.
Yeah, with the RC and her ability, has a couple super barbs, sending them to the bottom side headhunters as well. He's got a poison spell. Hopefully he can just completely ignore that lava hound and get right on through these buildings and defenses. And there you go. We have General X getting that 3-star and lowering the time from one.
It is right now an insanely popular and especially strong strategy. So let's take a look. It's again a core town hall base. So what Tribe so far has done is that they are going with the overgrowth spell onto the town hall, just clip it a little bit, and then on the back end. What is the timing looking like? As soon as they're getting towards the first couple of defenses, that is typically then the time where the overgrowth spell is getting used, the second layer around that timing. As I'm saying that, he's delaying that spell quite a bit.
Yes.
I was expecting it already to place earlier. Now, okay, that's really late. Let's see how that's going to turn out for him.
Yeah, with that overgrowth being placed, now remember, 28 seconds is how long this spell is going to last. You can't do anything about it. Even if it's the final buildings left and you're wondering, wait, what are my troops going to do if they can't do anything? They will literally just stand there and wait for the overgrowth to go away to be able to then loop their way back to help take it down. Look, since that spell was deployed late, they are just continuing around the space, and now finally the defenses come back as the king ability was perfectly, now he was in the absolute right position to help secure that town hall and crushes this space so quickly. What an attack, taking it from a minute 9. And does it bring the total time down? Yes, it brought the average
in the
time.
chat.
And what's your most favorite? Is it on the king, the warden, the queen, the royal? What is it? Which single individual one is your most favorite hero equipment? And we'll take a look at those as we have now, again, Root Riders. It's all about time here for Einstein. Let's see what he could do with no overgrowth. And like you said, Synchronic bringing that jump spell.
Yeah, the jump spell again for that king. This time they're trying to deploy everything a bit faster. The spring traps against those super barons at the bottom side. King, queen, everything in. But at this point, already 10 seconds has passed, which, I mean, it sounds completely strange, but those 10 seconds are actually important if you want to beat those crazy times which Stripe are setting up at the moment. The king is now walking in. He's jumping him all the way as the Root Riders are going to clear out the bottom side. So he's really trying to spread out his heroes, his troops, as much as possible to try to get the widest coverage of this base as humanly possible.
Yeah, as Root Riders now pathing their way into the single, and the king's got his ability still. The queen's trying to make her way to the town hall. He does have a wall break to help get to that town hall there. And imagine, I'm just trying to think of like, wait, Tribe, the attack would be ending in about 10 seconds from now because of how fast their attacks. That's kind of the rate that you have to start to think about if it comes down to an exact draw in terms of stars and percentage. Still has the Royal Champion ability to skip across, but the Queen never ended up going to the Town Hall, and her ability was already forced.
Yeah, the King ability, like all of the abilities already were forced. King as well, Royal Champion now with her shield, and it's already getting closer to the 1 minute and 30-second mark on this one. Royal Champ taking down the Town Hall, but going down with the Town Hall explosion, and this one is going to be even slower than the 1 minute 30 seconds, and this means their average time is going up, so going the wrong direction when it comes down to somehow staying close to Tribe. And at this point, it feels like that Synchronic only has one hope, and that is that Tribe somehow is over chasing their dreams. The energy within a team is always something which is insanely important. And well, actually, we have now Yo-Yo coming with a Lalo attack versus this base of Einstein. Maybe they're like feeling, okay, right now we have the time anyways. Let's now switch to something which we feel more safe with compared to, for example, Mass Root Riders, which are insanely strong. But I think executed correctly, those Lalo attacks seem even stronger from the pros.
Yeah, with an invisibility spell right behind the tunnel, I was going to say. Dropping a Rage, and these balloons will absolutely smash right on through as the Warden ability goes off. Hound's flying across, and he's continuing in towards the defensive Queen. Drops some skeleton spells to try to help take her down, completely overwhelming her with skeletons as we have the King to the top side. Already his ability goes off, but he needs these balloons to continue to fly around towards that Eagle.
Yeah, the Eagle has to go down, but the single front tower so far not doing anything, using the Battle Drill to support that Royal Champion on the back end. Another freeze, and that Phoenix non-stop taking down that defending cannon right there. Royal Champion with her shield and her ability taking all of those buildings down. And this means it's another 3-star for Tribe. They're not slowing down whatsoever. And even with that Lalo attack, they are really, really quick with this one. 1 minute and 30 seconds around should be for this one. And it is the 3-star Yo-Yo getting the job done with a beautiful Lalo attack.
Yeah, beautiful attack indeed, as that 1 minute 7 average will start to creep up to the 1 minute and 30. So it's only a 15-second average differential. In terms of total time, Synchronic is currently sitting at a total time of 4 minutes and 32 seconds for all 3 of their attacks, while Tribe Gaming is currently sitting at 3 minutes 45. So in terms of the differential, it's still very close, and it can still swing in either direction.
Yeah, but I feel like there is for sure an advantage, which was, I think, one of the reasons why Tribe went with the Lalo attack, feeling more safer in like getting that 3-star. Especially, I feel like the overgrowth method so far was one of the best counters to the core Town Hall bases. Like, this was just the prime example of using this type of attack strategy, and this is why Tribe has now switched when it comes down to those diamond type bases to like a different approach. But a different approach as well is now on Philip's side, where he is going in with the regular dragons, something which I'm always surprised about, because it's kind of, I have the impression that Electro Dragons or Super Dragons, to me, they a lot of times feel stronger, but the pros, seemingly, I think we have seen that over the tournament, really like the regular dragons as well, which are for sure as well strong to use.
Yeah, and that Queen is on the outside, so she can continue to try to help funnel these dragons straight to the court as he does use a freeze. And here comes that blimp. Going to use the War Internal Tome to protect the dragons, protect the balloons, and that blimp flying across to the Town Hall. The King got some fantastic value through his ability, as out comes the clan castle of archers, and there's also probably ice golems inside of there. And notice, he did not put Yetis inside of the blimp, because he didn't want Yetis to pull out what's potentially always going to be in the clan castle here to defend ice golems, or even a lava hound, which we typically aren't seeing nowadays, because the lava hound kind of got nerfed a little bit on the defensive side as it only pops less lava pups. But he's got the Queen ability still intact here.
But the ice golems got lured because the Royal Champ got a bit too close to them. The Queen ability is getting popped. The dragons are taking down the rest of this base, and it's going to be another 3-star for Synchronic as well. Both teams are just not able to fail. They just don't even know what that word means. They're non-stop 3-starring those villages of damage, and this means it's less likely that you have the chains happening than from the Electro Dragons. And you were right. The Electro Dragons, it is from Nibrax, and he is going in with 8 of them versus this base of Synchronic.
Yeah, with these E-Dragons, and notice you are right as well. The Phoenix is on the Warden, so when you are doing an Electro Dragon attack, try to put that Phoenix on the Warden so that you don't have the Owl chaining and taking out buildings that the E-Dragons were supposed to take out and ruining the chain skips through the base, as the blimp's going to help land on top of the Town Hall. Ooh, he does find that Tornado Trap, iTzu!
Oh, the Tornado Trap was nicely placed, and the Town Hall is still up. The Electro Dragon not going for the Town Hall. There should be some change now going towards the Town Hall. There goes the freeze. The Electric Dragon's getting some change off, but the Black Mine is there to cover. Electric Dragon has to attack, but the Sweeper is like the biggest enemy for him. Wait a second. Is this... I mean, there's quite a few defenses left, no?
There are. There's quite a bit here as the Expo's on the Queen. And, I mean, if he had a giant hero, going to try to maybe line up the arrow shot right through the Town Hall. But, well, either way, not going to be able to do that. But he does have the Royal Champion. And iTzu, typically, when you set E-Dragons, you don't pull out the Clan Castle, which means that I don't think this Clan Castle has been lured out here as his heroes are making their way through as the Queen ability goes off. And this is a huge issue. A fail could mean that SYNCHRONIC gets a 3-star and they would win the match if this obviously doesn't come through here. And the RC is gonna have to struggle around to help to get to that Town Hall as the RC has been deployed from the top side, pulling ground skeletons and the ice golems.
But the Fox is turning that Royal Champion visible so that troops are walking away from the Royal Champion. The Queen's still there. The King ability has been used, but the Clan Castle is now there to stall those troops. The Queen can reach, by the way, everything from this compartment, but the key thing is she has to stay alive. The Monolith might switch target when the King goes into the Phoenix mode, and that would be bad for
He has to have Phoenix. It was the Warden was the Phoenix.
You're right. There is no Phoenix. And this Queen is going down, burns out of the damage, and that is a defense for SYNCHRONIC. We have said it earlier, there was only one match so far, which did come down to time in the end.
And you saw from his reaction of how devastating it was, but now here it is. Mark going in with a Queen charge. Lalo, we have a Flame Flinger selected as the Queen is down south to the bottom side with the healers being deployed on her. And notice he's got a Frosty and not a unicorn on this Queen. Either A, he forgot to change his pets, or B, he knows something that we don't hear.
Well, the thing is that the unicorn a lot of times, if you charge into a lot of splash damage, is going down really quick. And I mean, he's going into like a bottom compartment which has 2 multi-archer towers. He's about to charge the Town Hall, which again is hitting splash damage. So a unicorn would not survive that long. So that's why he's going with the Frosty here, because this provides more value compared to unicorn. You can see even Frosty did not survive that long. So the unicorn of the Queen would have not survived. Right, would have survived even shorter.
Well, this Queen looks like she's passing towards this Town Hall as the Kings come down to make his way to the left. He can freeze up the invisibility spell and the Town Hall here together. So the Town Hall can help go down. There you go. Fantastic. As the King can make his way into the enemy Queen, help take her down, including the scatter shot at Ground Expo and all that value.
That's right, another freeze to keep that Queen alive, making sure that there's not as much damage. The King taking down an entire compartment. The Flame Flinger value at the top that already looks fantastic. And at this point, it's a Lalo. Where is that coming from? Going from the top into 2 sweepers, or from the far right side, and then in the back of the sweepers, but a lot of damage on the backhand.
And he's only had 14 balloons for the Lalo portion. Did not use the War Internal Tome to protect the Lava Hound, so he's going to have to continue to make his way around. Depends on what's inside the Clan Castle, and it's most likely going to be Ice Golem, so it may never get lured out unless the Royal Champion runs on over there and pulls it out and gets stalled up by them as he now is hasting his way through. There is the Warden ability as the Eagle shots are going to rain down on these balloons, and indeed, Ice Golems have been lured out.
Balloons are spreading nicely. There's not much splash on the back end. It's a cannon which is not dealing that much damage to loons, but the sweeper now is starting to shoot. There is super minions getting released from the siege machine. The Warden getting targeted. The Royal Champion trying her best to support. And with the Fox together, she should be able to beat the last couple of defenses. There is a skeleton trap though popping up. There is no more ability for the Royal Champ, but the Fox is standing here invisible, and he is getting the job done, being the finisher for his team, getting that 3-star. He's celebrating. He knows they are in the finals of the World's Warmup.
What an attack. Getting it done. SYNCHRONIC getting a perfect war. And
what approach and what base is he going to attack? It's another diamond base, and it is quite a few lightnings with a golem in a mix this time out.
And look at the walls all around this Town Hall. And sometimes what they typically do is when they send the blimp to the Town Hall, they just have a Lava Hound and Sneaky Goblins inside of there. So the Sneaky Goblins can go for the Town Hall, while the Lava Hound comes out to help tank for the Lalo. And the reason why you could do that is because if you land near the Town Hall with walls, then you know there can't be any traps to kill the Goblins, so you're kind of safe. So that used to be an attack used before base builders realized this and kind of changed it up so you didn't have walls all already surrounding the Town Hall. But here we go with Rikira's now starting the Lalo from the far right side.
And the blimp all the way through. And now the question is, are you right with this blimp prediction of another Hound and some Sneaky Goblins in there? Rikira's for sure is someone who is adjusting his strategy and his army every single time based on the defending bases, but he's instead just going for the Raged Yetis to make and play it safe.
Yeah, he does. And those Rage Yetis not only help to take out the Town Hall, but they were also supposed to take out that Expo. Granted, it is a ground Expo, so it won't do anything to his balloons flying into the top side, looking to overwhelm that multi-archer tower as he's continuing to fly his way through the bottom, which a lot of the balloons have disappeared. Still has the RC ability as it goes off with that Spirit Fox, and even the Hogs coming out as well as he's going to run his way around. It is indeed a triple, but unfortunately, with that one fail from Nibrax, Tribe will not be advancing to the grand finals. They will go to the lower bracket and try to get their revenge and try to make their way back to take on SYNCHRONIC again later today.
That's right. They still have the chance of coming back. And that is the great thing about the double elimination bracket. You can slip up once, but that's the only thing you can do. SYNCHRONIC is going to be your winner, is already going to wait in the finals for whichever other team is going to make it through the lower bracket.